Mr. Chair, technically ho, legally, wala naman hong limitation as to which type of taxpayers can be subjected to audit. So, regardless whether malaki ka or maliit, if you are perceived to be committing tax evasion or you are not paying the correct taxes, pwede ka po talagang ma-audit. But of course, there has to be prioritization in the conduct of audits, especially considering that we have limited manpower. Moving forward, Mr. Chair, first is there has to be check and balance in the issuance of letters of authority and mission orders. Right now po, when it comes to the issuance of letters of authority by the regional directors, meron po silang absolute authority to issue letters of authority and hindi na po ito umaakyat sa commissioner for approval or prior clearance. So that is one area that we are looking at before the regional directors can issue letters of authority. They would have to clear it first with the deputy commissioner or with the commissioner. Kailangan po mag-submit sila ng justification kung bakit mag-i-issue sila ng letter of authority or why this particular taxpayer should be subjected to audit.
Mr. Chairman, kahit na authorized or hindi authorized, may mga hindi authorized eh, di ba? Okay.
Yeah.
Don't you have an investigative arm?
Meron po.
To investigate not the taxpayers, the RDs.
Tama. Yeah, meron po tayong internal affairs service. It's a unit within the BIR.
Sangkaterbang complaint. Di ba? So what has happened to these persons who have been subject of complaints?
Yeah, meron po tayong internal affairs service that conducts investigation of erring BIR personnel. Ongoing naman po ang investigation nila against BIR personnel that we are complaining for having allegedly committed malfeasance or misfeasance.